Hi, Peter Charles here, Fly Fishing, and today we're going to tie the Orange Fishhawk. This is a great wet fly for when hydropsyche or tan caddis are emerging. It represents the emerging pupae that they swim up to the surface, then they pop open and fly away. And if you've ever seen trout jumping out of the water or almost coming clear of the water to get something, it's usually these that they're chasing. You should fish the fly with some action, pulse it, move it, lasering lift type action to imitate that swimming caddis pupae. So let's get started with my material. The hook I'm using is a long shank size 14. You want a bit of room for the body, so I'm going with a long shank instead of a wet fly hook. Our thread is Uni-Orange, and I'm using orange thread for a reason. If you use a black thread and then you tie on an orange floss body over it, the orange will muddy up, the black will show through. So by using an orange thread with orange floss, I'm going to retain the orange color in the floss when it gets wet. Our rib is an extra small gold, and as I said, the floss is orange for the body, and our hackle is badger. So let's get started. I'm not going to crowd the head here. I'm just going to keep my thread a little bit away from that. Give ourselves some room. Tie in our tinsel rib, and now our floss body. Now when you're tying on a floss body, make an attempt to lay down your thread very, very smoothly. Try not to get big gaps or big lumps because it will show through when you begin to wind that floss body on. Okay, now I'm just going to flatten this floss. Smoothing it, stroking it down. Now I'm going to use my rotary vise. I keep that floss away from that hook point. Okay, stop it there, don't crowd the head. Now for the rib, one turn at the back and start forward. Now I'll show you what I've done with the badger hackle. I've cut off the tip and created this little triangle for a tie-in point, and I've taken off all the barbs on one side. Okay, we want to make the turn, each turn to go in front of the previous. We want those barbs to lay back. And if you find they're sticking forward, just give them a push with your fingers. Well, we're going to have some barbs moving forward here, so I'm just going to gently stroke those back. Okay, now we have an orange head, and in this fly we prefer a black head. I'm going to take a marker and color my orange thread. You could also use blackhead cement too if you wanted to, but doing this works as well. Now we'll just finish this head up. You could put a dab of blackhead cement on this afterwards, but it helps just a little bit of marker and it darkens the head up. There you go. To finish that off, my marker, it seems like it's starting to dry up. Should have checked that before I started tying, but what can you do? I'll put a little bit of blackhead cement and we're good to go. Anyway, the Orange Fishhawk, very effective when caddis are emerging. Just give it some action when you fish it and hang on because they love to whack it. Enjoy.